All right, this is a very wild download that I'm getting. Okay, so I just listened to a reading earlier, and she was talking. The girl giving the reading was talking about how, speaking on a specific person, an individual that the reading was about, and saying like they don't have an intuition, or they're not tapped into their intuition. And she kept saying like they don't have an intuition, and I was just like, what? Like, what is that? Like, I don't personally believe that. I believe that one of us walking around has an intuition, but it may be that you have kind of turned that part of you off, or you just don't listen to it because you've overridden it so many times, and you've used other things like your mind, your intellect, your logic, your reason, to navigate life. There's lots of other things that's just what's coming to me. And it's even then, and then you lose this lack of trust with yourself, and that happen, and then it creates all this inner and outer turmoil. So, okay, so this is what's coming to me is that I've encountered a lot of situations, and not a lot, but like I feel like there's been different instances that I've come into contact with different people, and specifically men, that it's like they start projecting their shadow. Like I start noticing it. It's my oven. That's the oven. Really quickly, and I'm gonna try to get this with this kid. Sit down. Just a second. Okay. I have to redo this. Sit down, Teddy. Sit down. Okay. My hormones are all over the place. So I'm like trying to keep it together today. Sorry, it's been a crazy day. Okay. So I know that I've tapped into all of this, like other stuff, and like working with my intuition and stuff like that. And like I accept this whole like kind of high priestess thing, even though it's kind of like, it may always be kind of an occult thing, or that it's not like widely accepted by the world. Or sit down. I got it, Teddy. I got it. Sit down. You sit down. But I know that so I just keep getting these weird tests lately, and so that's kind of where this is coming from. But it's like, I know that my person, there's probably lots of people walking around who haven't tapped into their intuition, and they may just choose not to do that. But I know that there's got to be some kind of like magnetism of like, like-minded. Like I know like a lot of the guys I've dated were very intuitive too, but like I said, they just didn't take the time to meditate and really use their gifts. So there's people out here, so I know that this is going to be for somebody that it's like, you just haven't tapped into your gifts, but you do have to do the inner work. You do have to meditate, and you do have to start to trust it. So that's probably the biggest shift. But then it's like this whole thing of like trusting yourself and trusting your own gut over what anybody else tells you, what the world tells you. You start to believe in yourself, and then that becomes stronger and stronger as you go along. I don't know what to speak on. I don't want to get too many tangents, but like I don't know what to say about the material aspect of this, because I know that for men that's important, and like for me that's been a really big struggle for us on this journey. And I don't know. I thought things were going to be different, but anyways, there's abundance is kind of the separate thing that I think is a thing that has to be healed. So, I know that just from guys that I've dated and encountered, that like there is this guidance that a woman can be into like the unknown, but and we can kind of like work together. But if you are only looking to a woman to be like your reason for being, or like your guidance, or your like thing that gives you reason, it's like that will always end up being, it will leave you unhappy, and then you'll want to blame them or the world or whatever. So I want to say this for the people that I've come in contact with, is that you have intuitive, you have, because I know that if I have a person out here, like he's a high priest, like he has to be, because I know that now, because the last few encounters that I've had with men that haven't even been face to face, it's like, I literally cannot, like, it's not funny. I don't want to be mean, but like, it's interesting to me that people still think that, it's not that people can't get one over on me ever. It's just that, like, I've worked really, really hard and I've dealt with so much manipulation in my life that it's like, that's like what I'm working on. Like, discernment is like one of the biggest things that I'm trying to do and to help with, and to, like, speak truth and stuff like that. So it's like, it's interesting to me that men still think that they can, like, bring secrets around me, because I'm like, no, I feel it. Like, I know all of my flags are going off. And I know too that, like, creating that safety is like it's a job that I have to do within me as well. But I think it's wanting to tune in to because it does take time to put into meditation. I couldn't tell anyone else, like, the amount of time it's going to take you to, like, feel like you're tapped in. But it will start to give you this other, like, path of life, and give you this purpose, and will help you to, like, learn to trust and trust yourself and believe in yourself. And also to be able to be matched up with your person too, so that's like, you're already on you've got your vision, you're on your purpose. Because that's what I see that has been the struggle, is it's like, I feel like a lot of men still come to, like, look at me like I'm their guide, and it's like, no, you have to be your own guide. Okay, so this is the other thing about that is, it's like, as soon as you put someone on a pedestal, then you, like, idolize them, and then when you realize that becomes very dangerous. It's like, that's the game that keeps happening, is it's like this thing where it's like, and I give errors to, like, I'm flawed, so I don't say the right things all the time, or I, like, mess up and stuff. So it's like, it's weird, because it's like, I do want to continue on this path, and I want to be respected, and I really want to find, like, my tribe and these different things, and I don't want to be taken advantage of. But, like, that's a big part of it too. That's one of the reasons I think you keep standing up for yourself so hard, is because there are so many people that want to see you lose. There are so many people who don't believe in you and all of these things. So it's like, but that's why you have to come back to believing in yourself. And it's this continuation, because, like I said, we're not, like, financially in a good place. And I'm having to switch gears, because I really thought I probably will still do tarot when I can, but it's like, I'm being guided kind of in a different way, and I keep getting these very interesting downloads and these interesting tests. So that's the other thing, is it's like, it changes as you go, but then you're just more led within. You're more led by your own vision, and not by the thoughts and feelings and beliefs and worries and everything of the world around you. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'm losing energy fast.